things are meant to be local. And when you give into something and you put your heart into something that's local, then you can bless locally and do more stuff with the local community. And so if you spread out things and make it too big, that money just seems to float away into nothing. And
Can you believe it? That's right. I'm still here living inside this tent for 100 days from November the 20th to February 28th, bringing to you the awareness that you need to know about the violence on the south side of Chicago, but also to raise as much money as possible to build a community center on this much needed block called O Block. It's called O Block because it's named after a young man named O.D. Perry who was shot and killed. The gangs took the O in his name and started calling it O Block. We decided we're going to keep the O, but we're going to change it to Opportunity Block. I want to thank Fox for giving me the opportunity every day to bring to you Rooftop Revelations, where I share with you my thoughts, viewpoints, and opinions on matters as it relates to Chicago and issues across our great country. I am so grateful today to have a special guest, and he's going to spend some time with us tonight. He's taken our CEO challenge. His name is Michael Martin, and he is the managing partner of UPSTACK. And he's here from the Sunshine State of Florida. So we're really appreciative of him being here. Mike, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much, man.
So how's it feel being in this cold weather from Florida?
It's chilly. It's chilly. It feels all right, but my eyes are a little watery.
Listen, I always start off the conversation by asking people, why are you here? You could be somewhere else, but you're here on the south side of Chicago, on a rooftop, gonna sleep tonight in a tent, in a sleeping bag in this cold. Why is that?
Back on December 5th, I opened up my news thing in the morning, and
Fox News, by the way.
It was on Fox News.
Fox News app, yeah.
On my app, and I read about you coming back up here on this roof, and I thought, what is that nutty pastor doing again?
Yeah.
I remembered you from 10 years ago when you did this, and I went and talked to my wife, and we were chatting a little bit, and I said, hey, I think this is something that we could do. I knew that my company was about to be sold, and I wanted to bless somewhere, and I just said, I think this is a good organization, and we should go after it.
Well, thank you, man. Listen, there's a lot of great organizations, but what made you say, you know what, I'm going to help Project Hood?
Part of it was the whole challenge of coming up here and not just, throwing some money out there,
right,
and yet actually being able to jump in and being involved in something and learning more about the organization and other things that I could do in the future.
Right. So we're really appreciative of you doing that. And we've talked a little bit before now, and we talked a little about government and spending and taxation. And why is it important, do you believe, that from your point of view, that organizations like ours are given more as far as time and resources as it relates to giving it to the government?
I think a big portion of it is just that things are meant to be local. And when you give into something and you put your heart into something that's local, then you can bless locally and do more stuff with the local community. And so if you spread out things and make it too big, that money just seems to float away into nothing. And even though Chicago is not local for me, I'm here a lot for business, and I've grown to love the city, and I think keeping it local and doing it here is the way to go.
Yeah, well, we really appreciate it, and when we issued the CEO challenge, never in our wildest dreams did we think that brothers like you from Florida would say, hey, I'm going to go help them out. But we really appreciate it. And I'm sure just like you were watching, there's some other people who are watching, and they're trying to make a decision about what to do. Why do you think this is a good thing for CEOs to participate, and why take the CEO challenge and get involved in the work of Project Hood?
Well, I think the biggest thing is I did some research right off the bat. I met with your team. I didn't just make the decision and say, hey, let's go just throw them some money.
Yeah.
And so we had some good conversations about not only just the whole work, the whole work of Project Hood, what you already have going on, and what you started 10 years ago, the impact that's made in this community, and the impact that's going to happen in the future based on this community center being built. And it's awesome, man. It's just going to be killer.
Yeah, well, we thank you and appreciate it. That's what it's really all about, having people from across the world understand that, listen, as Americans, if we work together, we can make things happen. We can do some important things to help a lot of people. And sometimes it's the stronger parts of America that help with some of the weaker parts of America. And in the process, I think we all gain something out of it. So I want to thank you for coming here. Thank you for spending the night tonight. I hope you don't freeze. And thank you for being a part of our Rooftop Revelations.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Listen, it's always a blessing. I'm so extremely grateful to Fox for giving me this opportunity every single day to bring to you Rooftop Revelations. But I also want to thank Eli Steele for writing up everything and producing our show. Thank you to Terrell for the camera work and making sure that we give you all good footage and making sure that everything runs smoothly. But as always, Fox, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for another Rooftop Revelations. And until tomorrow, peace.
Peace.